Hello and welcome to the the cracking crypto market update. It's your boy Crypto Jack back live with you once again this Wednesday afternoon in the midst of some epic volatility as always. Bitcoin tumbles pretty hard. In the overnight session, yeah, we hit like 58K overnight, and then by the time you get up in the morning and eat breakfast, what do you know? The price is pretty much right where we left off during yesterday's show. Yeah, 60,300-ish is, I think, Bitcoin. Yeah, actually 60,452, bouncing a solid almost 4% off of the overnight bottoms. Very, very exciting stuff.
I'm long from this area, at least back up to retest resistance.
All right.
I think we're a little oversold here.
Well, what do you know? That's, of course, the voice of CC's lead analyst, one of the top honchos in the game. Alexander Pearson is here with us, everybody. Very excited to have you back. We missed him on Monday. Monday, we were expecting to get a little bit of a week opener from Alex. Sadly, we weren't able to make it, but my man is back today. It's good to have you back.
Sorry about that, but I did put up a weekly market analysis for a change for our members. So for missing the day, so at least our members got some.
Yes, indeed. Shout out to Dark Rico, who kind of held it down in your stead. He did a pretty good job just being my wingman on a kind of a casual episode. All right, with that said, guys, let's go ahead and get into it. We got about 90 minutes in store for you today. I apologize for the delayed start, honestly. Just, we had a bunch of technical gremlins yesterday. Yeah, they're still kind of roosting today. With that said, we do, of course, have some news we're going to get into today. Nothing too crazy, so we'll probably have lots of time left to get into the TA on the latter half of the show before we get to, of course, the chart requests. Yeah, chart requests coming your way in, say, I don't know, 45 minutes or so. Let's go ahead and get into today's show, guys. This first piece comes from ZY Crypto, the LA Staples Center to change its names to Crypto.com in the biggest name deal in sports history. Man, is this why Crypto.com pumped pretty hard today? Looking pretty good. Let's have a look. The world famous LA Staples Center is getting a new name on December 25th. The center is to be renamed the Crypto.com Arena after the cryptocurrency exchange. The cryptocurrency exchange has made significant inroads in sports, and this is the largest deal it's struck to date. Now you got to wonder, how much does it cost to put your name on the arena for a 20-year naming rights? Oh, well, nothing says my company's here to stay. Like $700 million deal. Whew. Insiders say, yeah, it comes to about $700 million. Damn. That's making a statement for sure.
Well, there's the FTX Arena in Miami, right?
Yes.
And then Crypto.com.
At the Staples Center.
What other arenas are named after crypto companies?
That's a good question. I know
it's not just the Miami one. There was another one.
There is another one. Let me see here. Sports stadium named crypto. Let me see here. Let's see, LA. Let's see here. Well, what if I scroll further down in the story, unless somebody else in the chat can fill in the blanks? Let's go take a look. I'm sure the story will cite the other prime examples. But very quickly, of course, the Staples Center has gained fame as the official home of the NBA's LA Lakers, Clippers, and as well as the WNBA team LA Sparks. It also serves as the home of the NHL's LA Kings, and going on to play it also hosted the Grammy Awards. The venue has been designated to host the basketball events during the Olympic Games 2028. All right, so it is indeed a major jewel, I'd say, in the sports arena game. And let's see here. The CEO is ecstatic. New and creative ways that crypto can empower. Blah 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 blah. Let's see here. Not their first run-in with sports. Let's see here. They became the first partner of French football. They, of course, joined teams with UFC, and there's definitely not much here in the other stadiums. If anybody in the live chat knows what other stadiums besides the FTX Arena in Miami and now this one in LA, what other ones out there that are notable? I think there has been some big tie-ups. Are we missing any? Let us know. Still, a big day for CRO, which is up a little over 36%. Guys, I'm so excited. I bought it like a new bike yesterday. I think I'm going to sell all my CRO cashback rewards today to kind of cover the cost. It's incredible, guys. I've had this card for less than a month or less than a year. And these rewards have really come through. Thank you, Sierra Arena, and splashing 700 million on that stadium somehow pumped my CRO bags for me. God bless you. All right, let's get into this next piece.
It really took a while. CRO was in the doldrums for quite a bit.
Indeed it was, especially after that big had that run up around that time. They had the big MCO to CRO swap and all that whole debacle. I was skeptical we'd ever see those highs again, but here we are. It's looking super good. With that said, we'll get into CRO chart maybe in a little bit and the bubbles, but in the meantime, let's look at this piece from Decrypt titled, No Company Can Own the Metaverse, says Epic Games CEO. The Fortnite maker sees the metaverse as a multi-trillion-dollar opportunity as the CEO Tim Sweeney pushes back against centralized control. Wow, so I guess this is a little bit of a jab at probably Facebook and Microsoft. Developing online metaverse has gotten a lot more attention lately on the back of Facebook's rebranding to Meta I should say, not to mention this year's NFT market surge and rising interest in Ethereum-based metaverse games. Fortnite creator Epic Games similarly sees huge opportunity in the space, but its CEO isn't aiming to single-handedly rule the metaverse. At this week's global conference on mobile application ecosystem fairness in Seoul, South Korea, Epic Games co-founder and CEO Tim Sweeney spoke out against closed software ecosystems in the wake of its legal battle with Apple and Google. In the same vein, he said that the metaverse is a broad concept and should not be controlled by a single entity. Yeah, I mean, that's exactly. I mean, I don't know how else people define the metaverse, but to me, it's very much a open source and kind of a very much an open protocol, if one could use that term. It'd be egregious to try to apply something like metaverse to a closed ecosystem inside, say, the Facebook crowd, but I'm pretty sure, from Meta to whatever Microsoft's going to bring out to maybe Epic Games here, they all recognize that. But let's see what else Mr. Sweeney has to say. The metaverse is a term like the internet, said Sweeney, but no company should own it. The metaverse refers to the potential future evolution of the internet in which social interactions, games, and even work will increasingly take place via avatars in 3D environments. User-owned NFT assets, tokens used to represent ownership over digital items, is expected to play a large part in all of this. Indeed, guys, this is the future of consumer culture. It's pretty clear that we as humans are going to go increasingly digital, but a lot of your favorite corporate brands, right, fashion brands, etc., they still want a piece of your consumer spending, right? And how are they going to do that in an environment that's increasingly digital? Well, I guess expect Nike brand to be bringing shoes to as NFTs to a digital Foot Locker near you, I suppose, is what I'm getting at. So indeed, I think NFTs are indeed going to turn NFTs in this whole metaverse thing. Indeed, are going to turn into, as he says, a multi-trillion-dollar business one day. What do you think, Alex? Are you as bullish about metaverse as Epic CEO Tom Sweeney?
I am eventually, but it's not in the next 2 or 3 years. That's for sure. We're pretty far away from metaverse being just technologically, from being able to do the necessary stuff that you would need for this environment.
Yeah, something simple, kind of like wearing VR headset for more than 30 minutes without feeling.
I mean, stuff is just so new. I mean, if you've played on Decentraland and stuff, there's not much to do. It's not that fun.
Exactly. Yeah.
Sandbox is only opening up its alpha in December. Which, by the way, you guys should look into that. There's alpha passes and stuff you can win right now. It's kind of interesting. But it's just all the technology is new. It's not there. Even the software, even the worlds. I mean, they're all Minecrafty worlds, which are cool, but that's not the kind of graphics everybody wants in a game,
Indeed, and
some people want more realistic stuff before they'll participate.
Another example would be something like if you indeed have played around with the Oculus Quest VR devices. If you played around with them, you'll see what aspects have been tightly influenced by Facebook. And in fact, if you've used an Oculus device, a lot of what you saw about that meta preview from Facebook, you've been teased actually with this for almost a year now in the Oculus headset, and then what it kind of amounts to, guys, is, and I don't know how this is going to be housed. This is a huge leap here, but they see a life where you live with this headset on your head all the time, and you do all your office work with this thing on it, right? It has all these productivity features, and guys, that's great and all, but try wearing one of these things for more than 30 minutes, let alone reading and working with it. Man, they have a long way to go. It's very
Yeah, they'll
ambitious.
have to make them smaller. Oh, also, by the way, I turned the other microphone on, so I probably sound different.
Oh, you do slightly, but sounds good. Sounds good. Everything does. Yep. Don't have to make any adjustments. We're good. Wonderful. Let's continue into this next piece. Not much more to add to that except something that I talk about frequently on the show, guys. And then this is Epic is probably one of the biggest studios, one of the biggest gaming juggernauts in the business. So to have them sporting this attitude, I think, is extremely bullish for the space. We can count at least on one major gaming studio, one gaming firm even that goes beyond studio, what they do at Epic, to be in our corner. I like this. Bitcoin.com reporting on a $9 billion Bitcoin court issue. That's right. The court trustee says Mt. Gox rehabilitation plan final and binding. Yes. Well, this one is man. It's crazy how many years this has been. This is quite the legend of old, I think, for most crypto people nowadays. But Mt. Gox claimants may see restitution soon, as a recent filing from the Tokyo District Court trustee explains that the rehabilitation plan is now final and binding. Oh yes, Mr. Kobayashi. The one that always comes through our chat, always tries to, yeah, that Kobayashi, sure. Excuse me. Document published on Tuesday notes that announcement will follow and discloses. I gotta get some water. Excuse me.
Are you okay, man?
Yeah, I'm just choking a little bit here. Let me just grab a little sip, guys. All right, Mt. Gox people gonna get their money.
Yeah, I was looking into it. It looks like they're getting cash and not crypto.
That's what I would presume, yeah. Let's see here. On Tuesday, Mr. Kobayashi published a notice of confirmation that the rehabilitation plan has been finalized. Over $9 billion worth of Bitcoin may find its way back to the original owners whose money was lost during the Mt. Gox hack and bankruptcy that followed. Since 2014, thousands of former Mt. Gox users have tried to get their funds back and have been met with a myriad of obstacles over the years. But this latest filing in Tokyo Court reveals that the plan in May and in October 21 is approved by a large number of rehabilitation creditors. The court filing does not disclose when the funds will be dispersed and if the funds will be paid directly in Bitcoin. Yes, that is the big question, right? You're getting your money back, kind of make it seem like you're getting Bitcoin back. Just not too sure how much Bitcoin is really left. It does seem that what little Bitcoin will be left will probably be used to make people whole in terms of USD value. In this case, up to 9 billion. Not bad. Doubt many people here affected by it. But could you imagine after all these years to get even little something back from this whole debacle? Would certainly kind of put the closing chapter on the whole Mt. Gox disaster. With that said, let's go ahead and get to another piece here. Let's see here. BNN Crypto reports the third Bitcoin ETF debuts amid fading enthusiasm. VanEck's Bitcoin Futures ETF became the third to list on U.S. markets when it launched earlier this week. The release comes after several weeks of delay and just days after the rejection of VanEck's physically backed product. The release comes just weeks. All right, that's a doubled up line there. With that said, guys, yeah, the VanEck, I think we covered this on Monday very briefly, but yes, the VanEck non-spot or non-physically backed product is here. When will we get the physically backed? Let's see here. XBTF is the ticker, if anybody wondered, on the CBOE. Started at 9:30 Eastern yesterday. Well, there. How about that, guys?
We should add that to the watch list in the future, huh?
Sure, why not?
I'm curious. Yeah.
XBTF, guys, add it to your list. I hope you already have BITO, as well as the Valkyrie BTF is another one to be watching. So XBTF, BTF, and BITO. I like BITO. Kind of reminds me of BTFO, but that's another story for another day. Let's go ahead and get into this next piece from Crypto Briefing. Binance CEO plans to commit his fortune to philanthropy. Wow, we get the next Bill Gates in the works, do we? Binance CEO CZ may be one of the richest people in the world. And he says he intends to donate up to 99% of his wealth. How generous of him. The largest crypto exchange in the world and its CEO CZ revealed intentions to give away up to 99% of his wealth. In a Wednesday interview for the AP, he said, "Personally, I'm financially free. I don't need a lot of money and I can maintain my lifestyle in this way. I do intend to give away most of my wealth, like many wealthy entrepreneurs or founders did from Rockefeller until today. I do intend to give away 90, 95, or even 99% of my fortune." All right. While Forbes magazine estimates Zhao's worth to be about $1.9 billion, the figure is likely significantly understated. According to former Binance executive, Zhao is the majority shareholder of Binance.us, and as per his own admission, he's the largest shareholder of Binance itself, which is not a publicly traded company, but it's estimated to be worth about $300 billion.
Huh.
Wow. And
It's not bad.
Yeah, imagine owning a big chunk of that. Let's see here. While being a decent-sized shareholder in Binance, Zhao has also revealed that he owns some BTC, which he purchased back in 2014, and most of his net worth is in the Binance Smart Chain's native coin, BNB. The other asset I hold, he said, which is the majority of my net worth, is BNB. He added in this AP interview, I personally do not own equity in any other project, crypto or not crypto. I do this very deliberately because I don't want any potential conflicts of interest. Despite being the richest person in crypto, possibly one of the richest people in the world, Zhao doesn't live a particularly lavish lifestyle. He keeps most of his wealth in crypto, doesn't own a car or a house, and he travels to company meetings on an electric scooter. All right, well, I guess
Nice, man after my own heart.
Yes, a man very.
I own a scooter down here. I don't have a car.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
it's a pretty small island, bro.
Yeah.
You live in the downtown
Well,
area, I think.
I mean, it would be very hard to do it to the other side of the island, but it's fine around the city. I mean, I live in the middle of San Juan, so I can just
Exactly.
I can just scoot to any part of the city like 15 minutes.
Exactly.
Don't have to deal with traffic, just kind of like scoot around them.
Yeah, like I said earlier, I picked up a new e-bike yesterday, and I'm pretty stoked. With that said, indeed. So maybe the three of us, CZ, you, and I, we can all meet up on the island one day, go cruising on our e-bikes.
Yeah, we'll be island boys.
All right, let's get into the next island boys. Oh my god. All right, that was fun. In the meantime, let's get into another piece here from Decrypt, and we'll get into the next segment in just a minute, guys. BlockFi under SEC review over high-yield Bitcoin Ethereum products, says this report. All right, this likely isn't anything too new, but let's see here. Is this how new exactly is this report? BlockFi's high-yield crypto savings accounts are facing increased pressure from regulators in the U.S., and now the SEC is also investigating for them. This according to a breaking report from Bloomberg. The New Jersey-based crypto company lets users lend and borrow a wide variety of crypto like Bitcoin and Ethereum, as well as stablecoins such as USDC and Tether. What's more, the rate of return on these dollar-pegged cryptos far outpaces those of banks. Currently, users can earn about 9.5% interest on their Tether holdings. For example, deposits in Bitcoin earn a yield at an interest rate of about 4.5%. The SEC is now reviewing whether these interest-earning accounts, called BlockFi interest accounts or BIAs, are securities. If the commission determines that BIAs are indeed securities, the BlockFi would be operating without having first registered these products with the SEC. Financial regulators in Texas, Alabama, New Jersey, Kentucky, Vermont all have raised similar concerns about BlockFi's products over the past several months. Regulators in New Jersey, for example, and we've covered this a lot lately, have ordered BlockFi to stop offering its products in the state. Let me just see here. Sorry, 1 second. Just got a text here. There might be a slight emergency. Hold on. Somebody locked their keys in the car. Is that what I have to deal with right now? Let's see here. All right. No, we're good. All right, I'll deal with this little problem later, guys. And in the meantime, I apologize for that little delay here. Back to work. This is not the first time SEC has taken aim at crypto lending and borrowing sector. Back in September, the commission threatened to sue Coinbase if the company moved forward with its lend product. All right, so Celsius is also under scrutiny, and so for the large part, this article doesn't present a whole lot new, except for the fact that yes, today Bloomberg is highlighting this as well. So it just seems like the mud just keeps getting flung over at BlockFi. But I mean, hey, 9.5% interest on my USD deposits. That's pretty tempting. Not surprised that it might even be catching the attention of the regulators. We'll see how BlockFi fares. Let's go ahead. I know there's some people even like, not to FUD BlockFi too hard, but I have heard like pretty wild conspiracy theories that yes, BlockFi itself is, might actually be completely reasonable to be investigated or audited by authorities. With that said, guys, let's go ahead and get in to the next piece. Yes, Alex brought this to my attention in the Discord. This tweet from Joseph Young writing, wow, the iconic Staples Center is now the Crypto.com arena. Yes, so this is just covering. Oh, and here's a photo, actually. I didn't get to see a photo in the other article. Pretty slick, pretty slick. Scale of crypto is now crazy, and the LA Lakers are their partners. Yep, it does put this thing in perspective. Like, you know, the LA Lakers, is there a bigger brand in basketball? I mean, I'm not an NBA expert, but I think Lakers are the biggest, right, guys? So this coming to their home turf, I'd say they won up the FTX, right? I mean, I think that Miami spot that they got is pretty big. It's not to say it's some second-rate city or arena, but I do think the Staples Center, the LA Lakers in the LA, is a slightly hotter spot. I do think so. So shout outs to crypto.com for that one. And I think that's all I got for you guys today. That's it for the news. And we're pretty much half hour into the show. Let's go ahead and get into the next segment. What's going on in the bubbles? How is the alt space looking today? Kind of a mixed bag here, but a little greener than where it was just a couple hours ago. I guess some of the coins have responded in following Bitcoin on this bounce up. With that said, let's take a quick look. Gala is pumping pretty good today. We got a nice 76% day on Gala. Big shout outs to anybody holding Gala out there. What else do we have? We've got CRO. Yes, CRO is up 41%. What an epic pump. CRO at nearly 60 cents right now. Kind of tempted to sell bit of my CRO here, cover some costs. AVAX up 13%, CRV is up nearly 8%. WaxP having a great day. Shoutouts to is it any word? I think one of our users, one of our regulars in the chat. Forgive me, I do forget who is the WaxP.
I think Peckham was the big wax.
Yes, Peckham 08.
I think so, yeah.
Okay, maybe you're right. Maybe it's Peckham.
Any word, but I'm like 75% sure it was Peckham.
Maybe it's Peckham. Big shouts to Peckham. WaxP, you have been vindicated. WaxP pumping some more. WaxP is at nearly $1. Awesome. Big shout outs to the WaxP holders out there. And that's about it for the winners. Couple of losers today. Well, alt. This Atlas thing. Yeah, this thing pumped and dumped. Remember how hard this thing?
Yeah, it was like way up, and well, now it's not.
And it's down about 80%, so big oof, not too surprised, being that this was some obscure token, you know? Come on, Crypto Bubbles, what do you do? How does this thing get on here, and not some other tokens, right?
Surely it purchased its way on there.
Clearly. Well, they should have rescinded their sponsor deal kind of maybe before the red bubble appeared, you know? It would have looked a lot better on them. The whole point's to spend the marketing money, while you're pumping, not so much dumping. But with that said, that's all. The big loser of the day. Otherwise, the bleeding is mostly reserved today. Everything's down single digits, 5, 6, 7%, guys. Not a whole lot to really chime in on, especially now with this recovery bounce underway. We're going to end up just kind of likely listing sideways. We'll see. That's a quick look at the bubbles. Don't have too much more now. Let's go ahead and get into the live chat. Who's kicking it with us today? Let's get into it. All right, not too many comments to catch up on. Either the chat's not working too good today or just not too many people. Let's go have a look. Ralegato, big shouts to you. First in the chat, Mr. Ether. My son is very happy about his AVAX and Gala today. Well, god damn it, Mr. Ether. Your son seems to be picking all the winners.
Yeah, when can we join his trading group?
The kid's moving up fast in this world. Crypto Bull 21, big shout outs to you. He's mentioning Crypto CRO at 56 cents. Try 59 cents, homie. Big shout outs to you. Daniel M, big shout outs to Daniel M. Let's see here. Crypto Bull 21 is going to be a battle for Super Bowl ads between crypto companies. Yeah, exactly. FTT versus CRO for the big one. Yes, the big Super Bowl showdown. ETH1, hi everybody. Big shouts to ETH1. I see chip makers stock blowing up from this metaverse thing. Well, that's an interesting take. The new VR looks like full-face goggles, a little less bulky than the Oculus. Yes, their new Pro offering that's going to come in at probably 3 or 4 times the price of the Quest, indeed has got some newfangled tech that makes it so much more thinner. I mean, I still think it's probably going to take a few years before this is something you're going to wear on your head 8 hours a day and actually live your life through these damn things. But indeed, that's you can already see the progress they are making. Tyler Dukacek, 63.5 broke obviously, but it looks like 58 might hold. However, if this level fails, we are in for a lot more downside. Signed, Joe Mama. Joe Mama, I'm totally with you. I feel like we might have to go a little lower, though. You know, it's like if we see below 50, then that's when I start to get my brown pants. Paranormal Debunker. Surprise, it doesn't show a bubble for GYEN. Yeah, they don't list all tokens, but then again, GYEN. What in God's name is GYEN? Gala is new to Crypto Bull, he says. Well, not new to Mr. Ether's son, apparently. So you better, you missed the Gala train.
You're not with it, man.
You better find out what the 12-year-old kids are, buzzing about on the playground these days. That's where the hottest crypto picks apparently come from. Your local. Actually, scratch that. This is going bad real fast. Do not go looking for stock tips in local schoolyards. Next, let's see here. Any word. I am now a holder of the world's first finite supply, 25 million meme coin Wolfie. All right. Well,
Hard to hear that.
Well, what do you? This is so it's a dog with the E. So it's Wolfie, Wolf. Yeah, it's Doge but it's with a wolf. Okay, well, we got to start. Let's break out the entire canine family tree here. In fact, maybe we need to hire. What is the term for the person who's like that academic who like names and catalogs all species? Is there a name for that, Alex? You're a man of academia. You should know this. You know what I'm talking about, right? The guy who.
Taxonomist.
Could be taxonomist.
Actually, I think that's what it is.
Well, then there you go. Great. Alex, clearly the encyclopedia, well tapped. Taxonomist. We need a full-time taxonomist, guys. Let's go through the whole canine family tree and let's see if we can come up with as many derivatives with an E on the end as we can. I'm on to a next multi-million-dollar idea, apparently. Christian Zeldon, what's a good, strong entry for INTC? Well, I will add INTC to the request line. Hang tight. Isaiah, big shout out to Isaiah is with us today. We have Alex1233 with us. Keeping an eye on Gala, says Crypto Bull. Let's see here, Gala Games. Yeah, they're going to a lot of users apparently. Mr. Ether, says Dark Rico. Your game has been foiled. Admit it. It's your son who gives us all your signals. Yes, Mr. Ether foiled again. Time to defrock Mr. Ether of his Mr. Ether title and give it to the son. He's now officially just Robert Warner. Mr. Ether's officially been handed down to the son. Let's see here. Finally, I talked about Gala months ago, guys. I know. We have heard Gala through these halls before. Alas, we never acted. I'm glad somebody did, though. All right, big shots, Mr. Ether. That's all the comments for today, guys. Things are moving along swimmingly, so you know what it means. We're going to go right into the next segment, and that is TA Daily Scan coming your way from our lead analyst here, Alexander Pearson, going into that scene right now. Let's do it. Alex, if you could share your screen. As for the rest of yous, we are going to hop into this next scene right now, and I'm going to get your requests up on the board, guys. Let's do it. All right, everything's positioned nicely, and we are ready to go. BTC USD 3-hour BitMEX chart. Alex, you have the floor. I'll be back.
All right. So we've gotten a strong pullback into this order block. To me, price is a little oversold here. I'm expecting us to recover a little bit here. Let me demonstrate to you the broken down trend we have right here. However you want to draw it, we've definitely broken it here. So I'm looking to be long from this area up towards 64,000. And let's kind of zoom out and take a look at why we would be looking at 64,000 here. Let's move back to daily. So this is previous resistance. This is right over here, 60,000. Let me move this over here. You can see we kind of caught this order block from above. This order block had a lot of waiting buy orders, which we kind of fell into. We're good here. And then so from here, I would be expecting a swing from below to retest the 64K high right here, this area, and we come back down here to the lower time frames, here we go. It's more apparent on the Coinbase chart here. But there's this nice, interesting order block at 64,000 right here that I want us to come up and peg. And then this is where we'll look to truly go short on Bitcoin. We're gonna try and get and grab a continuation short here. We were never really able to get short on Bitcoin in this spot. We never got enough volatility to get an initial signal, nor did we get a continuation short signal here. All right, so those are my feelings right now. On higher time frames, as you can see, we've got a pretty strong weekly bearish engulfing candle. This candle fully engulfs the bullish candle before it, and actually a couple. I'm expecting more downside here, and so is the Fisher Transform, where we're getting our time transformation is giving us a weekly sell signal here as well. Let's take a look at Ethereum. Oops. Yeah. So I'm sure you guys will not be surprised to find that I'm kind of bearish in this spot. So time transformation is definitely giving us an exit signal here. We have a broken uptrend. Now this is not the full uptrend for the entire market. Now to see that, we actually have that marked out here. This is our weekly parabolic trend. It's held since March of 2020. Tested here on lower time frames. It doesn't look like it on the weekly, but this did test. So let's go back to this chart. These are the three places I think we are most likely to see a bounce here on Ethereum. I think we're just a little too overbought to expect to be able to bounce off of 4K. What we're just going to come down here and then just keep moving up on Ethereum. I admit I would be very surprised. You guys know I'm a naturally bearish person. You know, my feelings are we go off the cliff here. So I will draw this out so you can see there. I would be shocked, but this is an area of support. We would have to fall through this, but presuming we close back below 4K, then I would definitely be looking for these three key areas for a reversal for Ethereum, and not a minute before. Either the 2750 area. This has acted as support and resistance on the weekly here. So resistance here on the weekly, support here. This is a good strong area to look for a potential reversal. If not here, then really our other option is down here near 1900, 1700 area. This is where we found support back in March and June of earlier this year. Boom, boom, boom. It's a possibility. And then if this didn't hold, we'd really be looking at like $1,000 Ethereum. And the reason why I would want to be looking for that is essentially these are all unchallenged longs right here in this area. Market really hates that. I don't know. There we go. Everybody in this area, if you were like longing in this area, you've never had that long challenge. You're still in profit, and you never, yeah. So I would really like to see this area swept once, all those leverage longs flushed out. Then and only then would I be, like at that point, I would definitely be a buyer at $1,000. I think. So these are the three key areas where we'll be looking at. And of course, this is, presuming we break down below 4K, but I really think we will. We're very overbought right now. Go ahead and take a look at the rest of the crypto market. Bitcoin dominance continues to rise on the weekly. We just did a little bit of sideways trading after we broke the downtrend. Now we're starting to break above the moving average. Oops. Overall, I think what this is telling us is that as the market comes down here, alts are going to lose a lot more value than Bitcoin is going to. Oof. So see, this is what I'm talking about. Uniswap perp, had been kind of bullishly postured here. But now that we're back below this area of resistance, this is really bad. Well, Dragon perp, we're a little overextended here, but this is certainly like WADA Atar is ready to sell it. Time transformation's over it. I think we could bounce up a little here, and we want to kind of, as our moving average kind of curls over and down, I expect us to come up and retest this from below. We see this all the time, and really that'll be your opportunity to get short on Dragon perp here. Same with DeFi perp. Certainly our uptrend is broken. I mean, who would want to long this spot right now? I mean, time transformation weekly is just turning over. We've just broken our uptrend. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me to be bullish in this spot on DeFi perp, which is representative of the DeFi tokens. Privacy perp, we've got a broken uptrend here too. We just looked at DeFi perp. All right. Change perp. We actually come up and we peg this area of liquidity right up here. And then we break down. It wasn't in this area of resistance. We actually moved up above resistance, peg liquidity, and then broke back below it. breaking our uptrend here. Overall, I think this is a bearish looking chart. Shit perp. We're kind of rejecting from resistance right now. Do you want to long this spot, or would you want to wait until we actually broke out here? That's a much better spot to try and get long. Same for alt perp right here. Yeah, I mean, these aren't great looking charts right now. All right, so the dollar was up very strongly earlier this week. I imagine that had quite a lot to do with what happened in the crypto markets. But because crypto is kind of stabilized / sideways today, maybe the dollar is sideways. Let's take a look. Oh, look at that, guys. Markets were down strongly this week, and what happened? Dollar was up strongly this week. as per usual, market inverse correlation holding here. This is a very firm breakout on the dollar. This is our 3-day. This is our daily. Man, oh man. A strong dollar is not good for crypto. We already know this. Like we look at the dollar every day that we do TA, and it's like 75% of the time, if the dollar is up, crypto is going to be down, right? It's like almost always true. This isn't great. All right, so dollar kind of sideways today. Markets up. Usually a safe bet. No. Well, that's not fantastic. That looks like a lower high to me, right here. So we were looking at this last week. We had this broken uptrend and kind of trading sideways here. We make a lower high, fall beneath our moving average. This is a short right now. We're gonna look to slowly start opening up another short in the markets. And it could be that we just come down and retest the highs here and then bounce back up. If so, we'll long from that area. But for right now, I no longer want to be long here on the Dow Jones. Let's take a look at the QQQ. That I imagine it can't be much better. Oh, it is. Kind of a weak daily candle. Well, while we're above our daily moving average and crossed up here on time transformation, I'm not willing to short this spot. It's not an especially strong looking daily candle, but our indicators are just telling us this is like way too bullish for us to be bearish on right now. So we'll just kind of wait and see. S&P. This is technically like not a bad spot to just look for a breakdown. We really want to fall beneath our moving average before we get the bearish here on the S&P 500. But as long as we're beneath resistance, I don't want to be long right in this spot. You'd only want to be long if we close above here. See what world markets are up to. All right, strong day on gold. Unsurprising. We're looking for a strong movement on gold up to probably up to like 1950 or so. You know, ever since we got this breakout here earlier last week, this is what we've been looking for. Move up towards here. Okay. Silver, you guys know we've been kind of long silver. So, darn it. Ever since we closed back above $23, this was kind of the signal for us to get out from, because we were looking to short silver back down to 20, and we made this lower low, and then we kind of faded the short. So got out, look to go long here, and we're taking it towards $26, where we haven't reached it yet. But we're guaranteed essentially to come back up towards the point of control in this area. Palladium also behaving as expected. God damn, they should give me like an award for Palladium. I don't know. I've just been on point here with Palladium. And so, as expected, we're getting this breakout of the downtrend on Palladium. We're looking to take this back up towards 2400 local point of control, most liklikely, and maybe even 2500. If so, this is where we would look to dump the longs and reshort palladium for continued downside. We just kind of need to reconnect with our downtrend, which we've gotten very overextended from. Excellent. Well, platinum is kind of pegging the area that we were previously targeting. We do have a daily exit signal. It's kind of a rejection wick here. We push, 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 push up, get rejected. This could be a good place to exit your platinum long if you're long platinum. Maybe. Copper, nah, this got faded. Take an L on that one. At this point, it sort of looks like we can at least expect to move it back down towards $4.10. Maybe we'll reaccumulate here. Maybe we'll fall out the bottom, I'm not sure. Brent crude, this looks like ass. You definitely need to get short this on higher time frames. Look at this very strong follow through here. I mean, it's a little late to be shorting from this candle. You really need to wait for like another pull up. This was the ideal spot, this area. I think we talked about it. Normally if, we draw an arrow or something. So if there's no arrow, then, we can technically take it. But, we were talking about going short this area. When we got this breakout on corn, we looked to long this spot. So far, we're getting some decent follow through. We still want to take it at least towards 625. Natural gas breaking below our uptrend, not great. Soybeans, ooh la la. That's right. We finally broke out on Monday. Here we are. Now we're looking to be long soybeans. Let's see where we can take it to. This is a really strong looking chart to me. Boom. In my eyes, we can keep going. I would wait for a daily close above this high, 20.3 cents. And if we got that, I think it's strong enough to take this long. But you could also consider waiting for the weekly close. And a weekly close above basically 20 cents here. Well, 20.2 cents. No. 20 cents. Yeah. If we close the weekly up here, it's probably worth taking one. Wheat. It's starting to go parabolic. We knew this was going to happen. Wheat's been kind of coiling for months now. Say, get long wheat. Buy yourself your favorite cereal as soon as you can before it gets more expensive, or they shrink the amount of food inside the package like they always do. Oof. That's a pretty ugly candle, right? This is a lower high, too. I say we short that shit. Back below our moving average. Let's see what we can do with it. Oh. Yeah, that's not a pretty lower high. This is a initial short on my system. We're right above the qualifying line. Time transformation, we're below 0. Crossed under. WADA TAR is ready to go. Actually, we're a little shy on momentum. Maybe we couldn't take it. Either way, I think this area right here is a shorting opportunity. I guess we're kind of in wait and see mode here on China A50. We want to actually get the breakout, but I think we'll get the breakout. This is a strong area of support. This was previously resistance in the past on China A50. Boom, boom, boom. Very strong area of support resistance. Oh my goodness, France. Wow. Surprising. Well, that just looks bullish. I got nothing to say. Congratulations, France. I salute you. We're not below it yet, but that's not a great look. Here we go. So if we can close the week below 365, then we'll consider this dead. But this could just be a retest of resistance as support, which we get into the week and then we move up more. So we don't want to assume this is bearish too soon. Right now, it could just be a retest. More sideways on Hong Kong 33. Not interested in it. Wow, UK, come on. Make up your mind. This is like probably a shorting opportunity. At the very least, I think we'll be able to take it to 71.37 right down here. Previously, resistance, 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 resistance. Breakout, we want to test that as support. So at least look to take it down into this area. And then we'll see. If we break up here, that'd be good. But if we break down at all, then I expect us to continue downwards. So it's very critical that we remain above this area and recover. Ooh, well that's actually kind of bearish looking, right? I'm gonna pull the trigger. Boom. That even broke this little uptrend thingy right here. Basically cross under below 0 here on time transformation. WADA TAR is loving this. It's telling you to short the shit out of it. All right. I think we're looking to take it probably down into this area. That's just a good strong break on the weekly too. Okay. All right.
Top of the hour, FYI.
All right. Pan 225, not looking great. It's not a short yet though. Maybe it's better to I just can't tell what to do with this. I suspect that it's probably wiser to look to be bearish in this spot. Then again, look at the monthly candle, right? This is actually like us breaking resistance on the monthly. Let's see how the month plays out. I probably wouldn't long this spot on the Netherlands. I don't know how I feel about it. Okay. I think tentatively I'm ready to go long the Taiwan index here. We've got these lower highs. We've broken the downtrend. Let's give it a shot. If we close back below this level, we'll look to get out of it. But, you know, we nailed a couple shorts here, but we couldn't get lower. Well, price can't go down. Maybe it'll go up. Arguably, bonds are accumulating in this spot. That is what this looks like to me. Accumulation at a low. Pop back up into here, and then move up. So maybe a little bit more sideways or whatever, and then something like that. I mean, I see buyers starting to step in a little bit here on US 10-year. Buyers stepping in a little today on the 2-year. I mean, there's a lot of volume traded here, but buyers stepped in a lot in this spot, right? We actually didn't make a lot of headway despite the amount of selling that happened in this area compared to like all this area, right? Look how much headway we made compared to volume. That tells me there was a lot of absorption by buyers. Buyers really stepped in here on the 2-year. Kind of true also for the 5-year, not as much so. Russell 2000 showing us a broken trend. Let's see if we can get a retest of the uptrend and maybe a retest of this area of horizontal resistance to perhaps turn support. And then that'll inform what we want to do with the Russell going forward. Thirty-year notes finding buyers today too. Yeah. Bonds are strong today. Look at the 10-year German Bund. The 10-year German Bund is incredibly strong in this spot. I'd want to be long it. Broke the downtrend, kind of winding up. I see more upside here. Well, I guess that's it for the markets. Kind of a mixed bag. Some things are screaming shorts, other things are screaming long. It's very interesting. I will note that bonds and equities are fairly inversely correlated in the markets. So if we do see bonds start to rise, we could see equities start to fall. Equities is in stock. So that's just a thought. But you know, for right now, except for the Dow Jones, the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ, they don't look super bearish. The Russell is pulling back, but it could just be a retest. Right now, I just don't think there's enough evidence on traditional markets to be incredibly bearish. Maybe we can see a mixed bag in crypto too. You know, maybe we pull back on Bitcoin, Ethereum. Maybe we keep moving up on Litecoin, EOS, some other alts. Maybe the strongest alts have pullbacks. The weaker ones get their chance to shine. I'm not sure, but keep on top of it. All right, so I guess let's go ahead and do the chart request.
All right, guys, not to keep you waiting too much longer, we got a few requests, and we're going to get into them right now. Let's do it. First request going up on the screen now. Sorry for any delays, boys, but here we go. Let's see here. What seems to be the issue here? Oh, All right, well, I'm going to read the first request and then I'm going to put it on screen. Doesn't seem to be appearing. Paranormal Debunker. He says, I'm surprised it doesn't show a bubble for GYEN. Can we look at GYEN? Yes, I think it freshly listed on Coinbase, and that's hence why it pumped. So let's give that a look.
Well, I mean, it certainly did pump quite a bit today. I think we might have to look at it.
Yep. I'll tell you where else it trades. It trades, well, Uniswap is where all the action is.
See, this is much more data for us to work with. Okay, well, let's, wow. How did they secure this listing? Jesus. Well, their market cap greatly increased today. What a day. Yeah, I got nothing. So it's stablecoin.z.com, GYEN. So wait, it's the
it's GYEN.
regulated digital yen?
Yeah. Wow, stable, but so is the GYEN token a governance token for this platform? Is that what this would be in that case? Or what?
White paper. No, GYEN seems like it's the digital yen. No. All right, key product features. Well, so much for their vaunted stable value. Yeah, so you can always redeem 1 GYEN for 1 JPY. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you guys, but I have a feeling this coin's not supposed to fucking pump like this. Just FYI.
I'm a little
Maybe
confused.
that's why the price was previously so stable.
Yeah, this is a curious one. Rest in peace, anybody aped into this on Coinbase.
Yeah, so FYI, I don't want it.
Yeah, so unless we're misunderstanding something here, and there you go, there's GYEN. Witness the glorious pump. But with that said, let's go ahead and get into the next request. We have the following here for Christian Zeldon in the YouTube chat. What's a good, strong support or entry point for this ticker, INTC?
Is that a
traditional? I think it could be. Yeah. Intel.
Okay, it's Intel.
Yep.
Where's a strong entry point?
Or support, yeah.
Oh boy, looks to me like we broke. Because I drew this a while back. I haven't touched Intel Corporation in months, so it looks to me like we broke the uptrend. Strong potential entry point would be near like maybe $36. And I guess it'd probably take us a few months to reach there, because this is the monthly chart we're looking at right now. So let's zoom out. This is the weekly. So we kind of broke out of this uptrend, this channel. I guess we could do more sideways here. I wouldn't be surprised, because this is fucking Intel. You know, if there's going to be distribution, it's going to be long. I mean, look how much sideways we've had here already. It's been distributing for like 4 years. Oh, Christ. Look at it on the 3-month. Right? This is awful. I don't want to be long Intel Corporation here. There's a possibility we could come up and peg $58 again, but I really want to be, I would want to be out of any Intel positions. I guess, I mean, who knows with this time frame? Maybe you could score with some like long-term puts.
Yeah.
But all right, so on longer time frames, this is kind of an interesting area for re-entry. $30. Kind of consolidation here, consolidation, resistance, 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 support, support. Yeah. But yeah, if you like really look at the Intel Corporation chart and like really zoom out, this just doesn't look good. It really doesn't. I'm not interested in it. What's next?
All right. Well, our boy Christian Zelda onto the live chat. That's the best we're going to be able to do for you on Intel Corp. Best of luck with that one. Paranormal Debunker is up next. We're also about 4 minutes to go for the DLive chest. Get a few lemons in there, guys. I will be distributing soon. Up next, Power Ledger, POWR for Paranormal Debunker. That's a name I haven't heard in a while.
Oh yeah, I haven't heard that one in a while, have we? Oh, it just got relisted on Binance today, I guess. That's the only thing that explains why I've got this one-day candle here on Binance. Seems to be a new all-time high today. It could be worth buying in this spot. Oh, now I need a drink. Yeah, sorry, I feel like I've got like a hair stuck in the back of my throat. 1 second.
Go take your time. I'm gonna hold things down for you because I gotta go open up that DLive chest in about 2 minutes time. So let's go stock the chest as I promised. Damn, our coffers are looking pretty good today. I'm gonna add a whopping 300 lemon Xenos to the box. But once again, this it's acting up today. Here we have the issues we had yesterday, guys. I can already tell DLive is up to no good today. What seems to be the problem, my dear DLive? All right, at least the... Oh, yeah, so I got actually 600 lemons in the chest because on account of yesterday's misfire, I apparently just doubled up the lemons. So that is, that's good. I guess that's good because that means I'll be able to deliver a lot more lemons to you guys today, assuming it works. Yesterday we had a DLive breakdown. Is it still broken today? We're going to find out in just under... Okay. Cool, Alex is back. So we're going to introduce the next request, or we'll continue with Power Ledger, and then get ready, guys, because I'm going to be opening that DLive chest in 60 seconds, if it works, of course. You've been warned. Alex, back to Power Ledger.
This is arguably a good place to be a buyer. This is, I mean, we made a new high, and then we came down, and we're retesting the previous all-time high, which is like, 60 cents, 61 cents. The closer you could be a buyer to 60... Oh. But this lower time frame looks awful. It looks like sellers just like stepping on the gas here, just selling into this hardcore. I probably wouldn't want to be a buyer right here. I'll tell you what. Either buy close to 60 cents, and then if we close below 60 cents, you can just like be out because you wouldn't want to. Because the whole idea is that you take this break of all-time high into new all-time highs. If we close back below the previous high, like at all, it's just like invalidated. It's like not what you want. Yeah, I guess it's probably the best way to go about it. Buy close to 60 cents. If you can't, buy another new high and then expect to just like keep going here. But the way it looks on lower time frames, I don't want to be a buyer like right this second. I want either one or the other. Just like a little closer to support or a new high right here. What's next?
Alright, shoutouts to Crypto Bull taking the top spot on today's lemon giveaway. I wasn't sure it would work, but hey, in the end it came through. Shoutouts to all the D-Livians out there. Got a piece of the D-Live lemon action today. Have you look at Power Ledger for our boy Paranormal Debunker. Up next is Maker for Boris Bitcoin. Maker looking at a potential short here. What are your thoughts, Alex?
Let's draw some lines. I don't know if it makes sense to short Maker from this spot, because we haven't pumped very hard off these bottoms yet. I would rather short something that's near its highs than something that's just kind of hanging around in the center of its trading range, because we could end up, getting, some coins get like one more pump up to resistance. Like we were kind of looking at this area before, which hasn't been retested. Yeah, I mean, I have this area marked out as like a support resistance area, right? So this was resistance here, support here, resistance, support here, maybe support here. I don't know if this is a good spot to be shorting Maker from. Doesn't make a lot of sense here for a setup. I would go find something near its highs. Remember how we were looking at something that's kind of falling off the cliff here? See, look what Rep is doing here. See how it kind of looked like it was a fantastic short, and it's already starting to kind of fade that short. I'd be really worried about being short in this spot on Rep. Tomo. Wow, this is actually really surprising for Tomo Chain here. Maybe this is a good place to be buying Curve. Did it just retest the previous all-time high successfully? Oh my god, AVAX. Well, Meta looks pretty good here. Maybe none of the DeFi stuff looks that bad right now. Oh, Aave's kind of rough here. Maybe this is actually... This one's pretty bearish looking, right? It's interesting because DeFi perp looks rotten here, but a lot of the individual DeFi tokens, they don't look that bad. I wonder. Yeah, Meta looks super strong here. I'll have to take a closer look at this a little later. Weekly trend break right here. Like maybe this is a good area to be buying comp, right? As we're right at the local point of control, this is potentially an area of heavy accumulation. We move up here. Where's our downtrend? Yeah, it's close enough. Like on the 3-day. And then, but then Uniswap looks like total 8s here. Like this looks pretty bad. You know, I guess I'm just of two minds. It's a really good question. Because you're looking for a maker short, and I'm just not sure that I see the short on maker. I would look for something else to short if I were you. But it's kind of interesting that there are some DeFi projects that look very good here, even though there was others that don't look so hot. What's next?
All right, well, that was a look at Maker for Boris Bitcoin. Let's go ahead and get into one of the last requests today. Shoutouts to Boris for that one. Haterade, Cryptable21 says, check out Haterade. Is this for real? Can we take a check a Haterade on Chartex? Is it appear on there? If not, we're moving into the next one.
Well, what's the ticker?
Oh, Haterade. Hater, AID at the end.
Yeah, no, I think there's probably like a ticker for the entire token, maybe like HTR or something.
I don't know. They posted money symbol Haterade. I assume that was a ticker. If not, we'll move into the next one.
Yep, sorry. Next.
All right, continuing. Cryptobull, you might have been just trolling me with that one, but no big deal. Maybe I misunderstood the request. AZ Devon of YouTube. Alice Lina. All right, so he wants to look at Alice coin.
All right. Not much we can do with it today, but if we cross back above the daily baseline here, I think that could end up giving us... We may need a little bit more to get the long signal here. It's interesting. So far, holding the uptrend. It was Allison what?
Lina, Lina.
Right. With this close back below resistance, I really feel like we should be looking to get out here. Yeah, this is like not quite a short on my system because we're a little overextended. Guess we can come back up and retest at least a little, then it'd be a good spot to be short from. But for now, I think we'll get like a retest of the lows. Now we've had this close back below resistance, and then we reject here on the retest. What's next?
All right. No, Crypto Bull, that was my mistake. I picked up on Haterade mistakenly. I see the dollar symbol ticker. I usually I jump all over it. No big deal. No worries, my man. We have 5 minutes left in the show. Let's see if we can knock out the last couple of requests. We got CRO for any word. Should we take a look at CRO, he asked? Yeah, I think I want to give CRO a gander. Maybe get Alex's input. Do you think I should throw some of my CRO overboard, collect my fat gains, or do you think this thing's really going to keep running? What does the chart say?
I mean, we did just reach the next area of resistance we've been eyeing. So we were previously looking at 40 cents, which we had resistance, and then we broke above it, retested it from below. And now we seem to be finding some more resistance here at 56 cents. This is probably not a bad place to take some profits.
Yeah, is that historical, or where does that red line lead? Is that some kind of fib? Oh, it's an extension. Gotcha.
Yeah, it's a trend-based fib extension.
Yeah. Man, that thing nailed it, eh? That would have been a perfect spot to offload right there on the top of that wick, buddy. Look at that.
Well, I mean, it only happened earlier today.
It did.
So
it did.
This happened in the last
hour or two.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This basically happened during the show. So
back to the question at hand here. How do you feel about CRO? And I might also add that the next request relates to CRO Ethereum. So maybe you could compile both into one request. CRO's fortunes, particularly in ETH. It's funny that he says ETH because I actually sold a bag of ETH a while ago to get into CRO. Now that CRO is pumped, I think I'm back at my break even in terms of what how much ETH I dumped into it.
Well, right now we're right at a previous area of resistance. So again, this seems like a good spot to take some profits. But in the long term, I think Crow looks like it's gonna do some appreciating against ETH, as I see broken downtrend here. So maybe after, like, maybe more sideways, more upwards here. So, or maybe Ethereum is just going to dump super hard coming up here, and then Crow will appreciate against ETH that way. I guess we'll find out. What's next?
All right, that was a look at CRO. Big shout outs to Anyword and our boy Crypto Bull, the live chat. CRO, Soldiers of Fortune, we ride. All right, FEG is next. Nice hash login says, can we look at FEG on ChartX if you have the time? Yeah, we got 2 minutes left in the show. We can give FEG a look.
All right, like, what information do you want?
Prognosis, doctor.
Seems to be a good spot to be a buyer. So you see we have support here, resistance here, support, come down, we peg this area again, and then now we've got a little bit of buyback today. I know where my line just went, but probably not a bad spot to be a buyer. We'll see what happens from here, but it's pretty speculative in the sense that, you know, we don't even have a break of the downtrend yet. So you may want to wait until we break the downtrend and then be a buyer. But if you're gonna like catch a knife, it's not a bad spot to catch the knife. Anyway, what's next?
All right, FEG, Mr. Nice Hash Login. You can always count on us to update you on the FEG. Let's go ahead and get into the last request on the board. Let's do it. Let's close things out right here, right now. Mr. Murdoch, the Murdoch, or the other way around. SLP and Luna, he asks. All right, I don't know if you can do both, but we'll see how generous Alex feels. SLP first.
Looks pretty crappy. Yeah, at this time, it's possible that picking it up at around 6 cents is like not bad, but it's just like too soon to say. I had like a better SLP chart around here somewhere with more data. Oh well.
Oh well, indeed.
Yeah, for right now, I just, you know, there's nothing that looks super bullish on it. And it could like accumulate sideways like this for months. So I would just like sit out and wait for more information on what to do. What's next?
Wonderful. Well, that could conclude today's show, unless you want to get to the very final request, and that'll be Luna for Murdoch the Murloc. You feel generous enough to do one more? All right, Luna, the last one. Big shouts to our boy Murdoch on Twitch.
Get the fuck out.
Get out.
Yep, get the fuck out. This is what we've been kind of looking for. As you can see, we already had this ascending wedge pattern drawn. We broke out of the other side of it. If you can, try and catch like a swing up towards like $47, $48. If you do, just like start laying into that fucking short. Just like get in there. I fully expect like a big move down here. At least retest these lows, but probably come down to like retest the highs around $18 or so. Get in there.
That's his. Well, that's his thoughts. Let's make a note of that. Shoutouts to Murdoch. Do remind us. Let's say in a week or so's time, come back and let's do another look at Luna. We'll see how Alex's thoughts have panned out on this one. Very curious. With that said, that would be a look at Luna. And let's get into the exit now, actually. That's all we got time for today. Much love to everybody who kicked it with us. The Cracking Crypto Market Update. It's going to be back tomorrow. Your boy Justin Wise is going to be here with us. Very exciting. Always nice to have Justin. Don't count on too many requests getting done, though. You know how Justin does like to take his time and really take a deep dive into you guys' requests. Super chats are usually useful on Thursdays if you do want to get a request through. We'll probably give priority to those, but our hats off to analyst Alex Pearson here. He did knock out a generous amount of requests today and took you through what he does best, and that is a very extensive daily market scan, guys. Really, I think even their title here, CC, Cracking Crypto, does not do it justice how great the analysis is on the regular. With that said, guys, that's it for today. Mentorship today. Oh, yeah, it is the mentorship today. Is it the mentorship today, Alex?
Yep.
Yep. And that verdict today, no comment on that. That's a separate matter for a separate show. Much love to you guys. We're going to get out of here. Final words to the man, Alex.
Trade safely, guys.
Well said. We'll see you at the mentorship. Peace.